Hello. Good afternoon. All right. I'm just going to fly around Canada for a couple hours and check out all the new updates. Here is the post on the Microsoft Flight Sim forums. So this is World Update 11, which is crazy. What are we? A little more than 2 years into Microsoft Flight Simulator, and we have 11 free world updates. Pretty cool. Let's just watch the trailer really quickly. Why not? I watched a little bit of this. So we'll just fly around a bunch of these waypoints and just use the world map to just plan the route. What's up, Mike? Oh, hey, Shorts. I saw you typed in earlier. And turn the music down just a little bit. They always have the most epic music. If I stopped talking, it'd probably be a copyright strike. So. Hey, Branson, what's up? Couch Captains Unite. What is that? Did you see there's like a little like mesh over the top of it. Some graphics glitch, it looked like. I mean, whenever they redo the buildings, those buildings look great, but all the surrounding buildings have like the weird, like bad photogrammetry parts where they look like half destroyed. Wonder if they're gonna fix that eventually. Hey, Bob, what's up? Hey, Somewhere, welcome back. Whenever they do these trailers, they also like do a good job of showing a bunch of different planes. I'm a little tempted to fly something else. I've reloaded some of the Reno planes in the Reno Air Race planes because you get like 40 different planes. So there's just so many to pick from, but none of them have autopilot, so it makes me uncomfortable. Hey, Hondo, Michael, how's it going? That looks, well, I want to see that again. Oh, that looks so cool. I have to fly by that one. Rocky Mountains Park. Stadium in Alberta. Nice. Ooh. Dude, that one looks really cool. Lethbridge? Prince of Wales Hotel. I'm not going to be able to pronounce half these, so I'm not going to try. Hey, Daniel. Hotel. Oh, that's really cool, too. It says urban architecture. Yeah, coastlines, tundra, glaciers, and peaks. Yeah, okay, so it did, they did update. It says the team processed troves of the latest geospatial data, including digital elevation models, satellite imagery, and aerial photography. So it's not just adding, it's not just doing like redoing some of the landmarks and buildings and things like that, but also, yeah, the improved elevation data, satellite and aerial photography. 12 urban regions are enhanced with latest photogrammetry data. 87 points of interest. Is this the most they've ever done? I feel like they usually do like 50 plus. At least the last couple updates, they seem to just do a ton of work. Available for free, which is the craziest part of this. What does TIN cities mean? Points of interest, just a huge list. I'm basically just going to go through the map and find some and plan a route that goes past as many as possible. And then we can just take a look at them. I'll probably turn on the little landmark UI part for this too, just so I don't miss anything. Oh, and then there's bush trips, landing challenges, and discovery flights. Oh man, I might have to stream an extra hour more than planned to do these. So if you don't have the world update yet, this is, you know, once you get into the sim, you have to go and get the world update from the marketplace. So make sure you do that if you want to check it out and fly along. Mine was right here under new releases before I installed it. Since I've installed it, it's gone. Or if it doesn't show up for you, just search for Canada and then just scroll and find world update. So the update's installed. I wonder if this also includes the landing challenges. I think it does. Yeah, okay. There's discovery stuff, landing challenges. Man, maybe we should start with a discovery flight or a landing challenge. World update. These are all are they sorted by... Okay, yeah, they're sorted by the name of the city or the area. So there is one for Toronto right here. This might be fun to do first. Do the Toronto one, just so I don't have to fly there. And then we can go fly to some other points of interest. And I never do the discovery flights or the landing challenges, and I need to. Hey, Southern, what's up? It's your wingman speaking. What's up, Shorts? Some of this flying looks unsafe. It's the best kind of flying in a sim. Advice how to train yourself to depart from airport and land on the same one. You just want to do a traffic pattern? Is that what you mean, Daniel? Download the update. Yeah, I flew around a little bit earlier and embarrassingly like messed up one of my controls. So I was putting in a bunch of right aileron trim by accident while I was trying to use the smart camera. I was like complaining on Discord trying to figure out what was going wrong, but it was my fault. How dare they release this content without a battle pass or loot boxes? True. If I don't have to pay like $1 for a chance to unlock a new landmark, is it really, you know, is it really a game? Is it really 2022? Hey Claude, what's up? I flew from Quebec City to Ottawa, VFR along the St. Lawrence and Ottawa River. Awesome. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with most parts of Canada, but maybe I will be after doing this for a bit. Oh, a circuit? Yeah, you just need to learn the basics of a traffic pattern. You know, if you look on YouTube or Google or anything and just look up traffic pattern, that's basically what you do. Like when you're early on, I know in real life, that's kind of the first step is learning to fly the pattern and then fly it on your own without an instructor. But yeah, it pretty much generally traffic patterns are left turns. So you pretty much take off and mattering the plane you're in, you just follow a formula of steps, you know, like in a 172, it might be like, okay, once you're up to 700 feet AGL, you start your left-hand turn, you know, then you fly for, you know, whatever, 20 seconds, and then you make another left-hand turn onto your downwind. So it's just a racetrack pattern. And then there are like recommended power settings and flap settings and speeds for all of the points, all the checkpoints along that racetrack. And that's how you know, do the pattern and then line up for your landing. And then touch and goes are things that people do to practice that. So you won't land and stop completely. You'll do a touch and go, which just means just what it sounds like. You touch the runway and then you set it back up for another takeoff. You just keep going down the runway and you take off again. The big part of that is really like getting your flaps in the right takeoff position again, and then applying full power, whatever your takeoff power is again. And yeah, doing a few laps. All right, I think I'm just going to start with this one because it takes us directly to Toronto. And then, yeah, looks like it's in the 172. So I haven't done one of these discovery flights for a while, but it takes a lot of the thinking out of it. You don't have to plan the route. You don't have to choose a plane, especially if you have like 200 planes like some people do. Is that the only one though? Oh no, there's Montreal as well. Okay, but there's Montreal. I think it said there are 3, right? So we have Montreal, Vancouver, and Toronto. Which one will be oh, I'm going to do Montreal. I'm going to switch to Montreal just because of that bridge. Oh, we'll start here. Oh, this one's in the VL3. I don't know if I've ever flown this thing. The JMB VL3. All right, let's give it a shot, see what happens. Yeah, it just wasn't trimmed. Yeah, well, what I was doing earlier, I had a problem is something you can do in Microsoft Flight Sim that's kind of can cause problems is you can have the same shortcut bound on multiple devices. So like you can have the toggle smart camera on like, I had it on a button on my joystick and also, or I had it bound twice basically. So I was hitting it without knowing it. I had two different things bound to the same button. So I was trimming and I didn't realize it. Oh, it started me in third person mode. Weird. What? The gear's coming out? Whoops. Let me put the gear back up. This thing has gear? I don't think I've ever flown this. Is this the VL3? All right, so we're in Montreal. I didn't realize how quickly it gets you started on these discovery flights, but I guess when it's like in a city like this, it makes sense. Why do it's weird. I feel, I don't have, I'm not familiar with this plane at all, so it's a little weird. I mean, it's nice, but I have to get used to it. All right, I think I have the smart cam bound already, so what is this? It has a G3X touch in it. Looks like it has three different flap settings. We have our trim. Is this our, what trim is that? Is that our elevator trim? Oh yeah, that's our elevator trim. Our pitch trim right there and our throttle. Okay. Cessna 195, no. I haven't. Is that brand new? I have not checked it out. I don't really have any, do I have any third-party Cessnas? I don't think I have any third-party Cessnas or any marketplace ones. Oh, I did get the 172 enhancement one from Just Flight, which has like the improved autopilot. It has more like realistic flight model or fuel flow and stuff like that. Jacques Cartier Bridge. Dude, that looks awesome. I love that the clouds are, I'm not sure if this is live weather or not, but the clouds look great right now. And there's so many POIs just like right next to each other that wait, that's it. Oh, there's a water airport right there. Cool. Dude, that is so cool. These are some of the better, I don't know if they've just like stepped up the fidelity. They did say that this is one of the best fidelity updates they've done, and so far it seems like that might be true. Like just the quality of that looked really, really good. That's not a POI right there, but it looks pretty good. Let me go into the center of Montreal over here. I assume this is like downtown Montreal. I haven't flown the VL3. I think I've heard people mention it before, but this is a first for me. Now we got our fuel selector right there. This is, I'm sure, blows the canopy off the top, ejection handle. I'm not sure what I just missed there. I'll have to do a couple laps around here. Fall colors, I use Rex AccuSeason, so it replaces all the trees. You could also get a similar thing for, I think Xbox supports the ones that are in the marketplace from Bijan. It's like the Bijan trees mod. That'll give you a similar effect, and you can just choose which one you want. How do you turn off the white dot? I don't think you can do that if you're using a controller. I think the white dot is permanently there if you're using a controller. I'm pretty sure. But if anybody knows that uses Xbox or uses an Xbox controller, let us know in the chat. Yeah, I would highly recommend investing in the trees mod or a trees add-on if you don't have one. It makes the sim just like twice as good instantly. I missed that one. I'm flying a little too fast too, I guess. I know this is a discovery flight, so I'm forced to use this plane. But this is where using a helicopter like the Pelican or the Velicopter or something is just a big advantage. You can just stop and hover around without using active pause. So I might need to do that when we go to another city. There are so many buildings they've done in such a small space. It's hard to see everything. Yeah, Bijan's like 4 seasons. Yeah, it's great. And those are in the marketplace, so you can buy 1 season at a time and just apply which one you want. I like Rex Accu season as well. It's also good. That's the one I'm using right now, but it's for PC only. And it's separate through Orbex. Yeah, this bridge looks incredible. Does that say Molson? Get out of the way, Amazon Prime. You're blocking our view. Oh, looks like there's a stadium over here, botanical garden. What else do we have? It's pretty cool that in this plane the pitch trim is right here. That it's like a... So I'm rolling my pitch trim wheel and it's not moving. For some reason. Huh. Molson Beer Factory. Agreed. Like Molson is so like old school. Alright, this is what we flew over on the way in. So we've already been over here. Oh, there is multiplayer in the Discovery flight, huh? Yeah, I see someone over there, over the river right there. Dude, I'm not sure that, oh, the co-pilot has controls? Oh yeah, what did it say, like hit escape anytime? Actually, is there anything on here? Flight assistant? Just ATC communication. I might actually change my default zoom out to maximum. So something you can do that I've changed in the camera options is this zoom option right here. I have mine at 15. So by default, I think it's at like 50. So your default camera is zoomed in quite a bit. You can pull that way back to get like more of a human field of view. And it's a little more fisheye. It's not going to be as flat, but yeah, you can see a lot more. Yeah, Copilot, it said something about the Copilot controls. I'm not really sure. I assume this is some kind of statue up here. Somebody in the distance named Barbecue Beef. I know you guys don't like the music too much. Let me just turn it off for now. Maybe I should just stop using it in general. All right, let's check out the statue or monument here. Dude, these buildings aren't even points of interest right here. These look good. This is where the smart camera comes in handy, like whenever you fly around, yeah, points of interest or other airports, you can just hold down the smart camera button and it'll just keep the camera pointed at it like this. Still kind of loading in a little, it looks like. Looks pretty good. It doesn't look the best of everything, but that one's pretty good. The, that like dome, that like sphere-shaped one looks the best so far. Way too many trees. Yeah, that's just kind of a constant problem with Microsoft Flight Sim. The mod I'm using just replaces them, but I'm pretty sure all the trees are still in the same locations. It just swaps them out with custom trees. Alright, so we have an airport that direction. What's over here? Mostly on ultra settings right now. I think I have terrain detail at 150. Hey Elon, welcome. Through Ottawa? Probably, yeah. I'm just doing a discovery flight to start. So we're just flying around Montreal right now. Let me actually turn the terrain detail down a little because that's a big frame killer. Oh, it's at 100 already. I'm on DX11 and yeah, I'm on Ultra. A lot of the time I'll do this. I'll go to high end and then I'll just go down and turn a bunch of these to Ultra like this. This is usually my go-to setting. Because then all of these things like shadow map and terrain shadow, those are all left at high settings instead. And then turn motion blur off because it's pointless. It says I need to restart. I don't know why though. All right, what do we got up here? A park, maybe? Montreal? I don't know how to say these things. Sorry if you're Canadian or French. Not sure what we're looking at. Is that like a royal... Is that a residence of somebody? It must be like some kind of... It must be a special residence for somebody important. I'm not sure. Texture resolution. Oh, the texture resolution. Got it. Yeah, this frame rate's a lot better. Like generally, yeah, the terrain level of detail and... I mean, terrain level of detail is like the #1 frame killer. Maybe besides glass cockpit refresh rate. So I try to keep it down when I can. Oh, it was a city name. Right, right. Not an actual point of interest. I was like, oh, that house is very special. Wow. Alright, I think these are probably just more city names and not... I can't even see the icon of what it is because I'm not close enough. In general, though, like... The buildings, even the ones that aren't handcrafted, look pretty good. So it probably has to do with them updating, you know, the photogrammetry, the elevation data, aerial photography updates. I assume that's Bing Maps updates. But a lot of this stuff looks really polished. So far what they said seems to be true, that this is like a high fidelity update. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right, we've been here too long, I think. Those are just more cities to go to, so I'm gonna hop out. Let's find another one. There's also some landing challenges. I'll do some of the points of interest first. Yeah, we can go to BC. Yeah, we can do like Vancouver. Someone said they want to see Ottawa. We can do that. There are just so many points of interest. Yeah, I mean, look. Just like every single one of these new points of interest here. Fogo Island. I mean, they're just everywhere. Everything with the exclamation mark is... Oh, sorry, not everything. The ones down south are not. Why do these... I think I just haven't visited them yet. But I think most of these up here at the top are new. All right, let's just start on... I'm going to have to pull back the time once we go... we can start east. We just went to Montreal, so... There's Ottawa. Here's Quebec. There's just a couple here. It looks like there's just a couple bridges. Yeah, 2 bridges here. Another bridge, like 3 different suspension bridges near Quebec. Oh, the Canadian High Arctic Research Station? Is that over here? Historic site. Lighthouse. I assume it'd be farther north, right? Yeah, here it is. This could be cool to go to. I would just start right there probably to not bore you guys with traveling from one spot to another. Yeah, that's the most northern one. Let's just start right there. I'm just gonna hop around for a bit. And I reinstalled there's so many planes that come with the Reno Air Races. I haven't used them in forever, so I'm just kind of playing around with some of these planes because there's just so many of them. They're just kind of fun. There's just a variety of them, so I've been playing around with them a little bit. So I'll just teleport around a bit so we can look at some of these in person, look at some of the landmarks, and then maybe do a flight around some of the more like packed areas, like with more POIs, like in Vancouver.
Edmonton Center Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra is type T6 2 miles northeast of Charlie Yankee Charlie Bravo 1,500 feet. Request flight
this must be the research station right down here.
Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Edmonton Center. Squawk 0 tree 4 tree.
Squawk 0 tree for tree X-Ray
Uh-oh,
Golf
we're
Sierra.
iced up. I picked the wrong plane.
X-Ray Golf Sierra.
It's okay, it's a short flight anyway. We'll be fine.
Charlie Yankee Charlie Bravo 1,400 feet. Altimeter tree 0 decimal.
Fly from Toronto Island.
Roger, X-Ray Golf Sierra.
There's like a little beacon there too. Oh, this isn't the best view inside. We have very limited amount of time to fly here because of this plane that I picked. And I'm just gonna let me just active pause and we'll fly down with the drone camera to get an actual decent view of this. Arctic Research Station. I'm gonna bug it, just keeping the, oh, I guess whenever you use active pause, it keeps the menu open. Oh, it's just a couple buildings, I guess. It's not the most interesting point of interest. I mean, it's cool to know this exists and there's a research facility here. But I mean, we're obviously not looking at like a sculpture or something. And I guess there's a strip here you can land on. Yeah, just a few buildings. And somebody just spawned in there, so it looks like maybe under the snow there's a grass strip or something. Oh, across the lake? Wait, didn't it mark this as the POI? Yeah, it could be I'm just looking at the wrong thing. That would make sense that I'm looking at the wrong thing. I also don't see the... Oh, I know why. So because it's... I don't have the POIs turned on, so it's... let me turn these on. Landmark, markers... All right, it's over there. All right, thanks, somewhere. Yeah, the smart camera was locking over there because I guess that's an airstrip, so it's looking over there. It's like, that's kind of a little lackluster POI. And then there's the radar. Might as well look at the... Oh, they're both close. Oh yeah, man, it's like a whole city. The smart camera is not locking on to the closer thingy. All right, it's not being very helpful. Cool, yeah, there's like a whole city right next to it. This is so remote. Smart camera not being super helpful this time. All right, that's pretty cool. I like the yeah, this whole scene right here is really cool, just how the city is right on the water. I assume that a lot of the people that live here are here just for research purposes. You know, the people that are working at the facility or the station. All right, let's go look at, there's a radar site right here next to it. No interior shots in this plane. I'll have to pick something with some anti-icing we stick up north at other places. Smart camera is a little weird. Instead of snapping to the nearest point of interest, it keeps snapping over here to the airport. Kind of prioritizing the airport, I guess. Oh, that's really cool looking too. It's like we're on Hoth or something. Where are we? I have to reset the camera. Yeah, this is really cool. That's the radar station. All right, next, let's do a couple more of these. I think I'll, yeah, I want to look at some of the remote ones first, and then we'll fly from like one city to another where there's just packed with points of interest along the way. Let's see. Oh, there's a mine here. Let me get something with some anti-ice in it. Let's do like the DA-40 maybe. Does the DA-40 have anti-ice? I don't think it does. The trusty 208. Made some custom liveries for the virtual airline. I can show one of those off. So we have anti-icing in the Grand Caravan, so we can still sit in the cockpit. Dude, I rarely start
Edmonton
airborne.
Center Couch 22 is type Cessna Caravan 1 mile south of Charlie Delta Kilo, 3,000 feet.
Oh, this is the mine. This looked
Request
awesome in the
flight
trailer.
Couch 22, Edmonton Center. Squawk 010 tree.
Squawk 010 tree Couch 22.
Couch 22 radar contact 2 miles southeast of Charlie
Man, that
Delta
is
Kilo
awesome.
to 2,700 feet. Altimeter tree
I mean, obviously we have to try to
altitude
land in there.
Roger Couch 22.
That is just massive. The plane is gonna look so small in there. The mine is just huge. Wait, why is it turning to the right? Oh, autopilot was on. That's weird. Oh, it starts with autopilot on. Let's get down in there. Oh, there's an airstrip right here too. Oh, nice repaint. This is my first paint job. Actually, it's my second, I guess. I tried like a bluish one first, but the black one looked cooler. And I did a CJ4 one as well, which is pretty fun.
500.
Obviously, this is a half pipe for planes, so we're gonna have to try this out before we switch to the next point of interest. Yeah, it's just massive. All right, which way do we enter the half pipe? This is fine. We're just like floating. Oh, that's cool. You can actually see like mining equipment of sorts or whatever, like the entrance to it down here in the aerial photos. Pro Skater 23. I have a crash on, but I don't have stress damage on, so. Yeah, you can actually see like buildings and stuff down here. They're not rendered in 3D, but yeah, you can see it on the aerial photos. Damn. Yeah, this thing is gigantic. This is cool. Do a bush trip? Yeah, they usually take like multiple hours, so probably not. I could start one and look at a few legs though at the end. I'm sure this will work. Oh, what we need to do is build momentum.
Don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink, don't sink.
All right. Very realistic. That's really cool. All right, let's go to the next one.
Edmonton Center Couch 22 is type Cessna Caravan, 2 miles southeast of Charlie Delta.
All right, let's check out another one. I'm just going to go to the remote ones first, so. Pretty neat. I mean, so far, yeah, everything looks really good so far. Sometimes it can be a little underwhelming, but yeah, these are pretty neat. And what do we have up here? Our Lady of Victory Catholic Church. And then south of here is Seuss House. Now that's 2 hours, so we're not gonna fly there. All right, we'll check out this church. The FAA. Yeah, what is the Canadian equivalent of the FAA? I'm out of reach of our of the FAA. That's why I came up here. All right, I need to remember it starts with the autopilot when you do airborne like that, which makes sense. I just always start at an airport and take off, so. Got a pretty church down here. Oh, it's all like reflective and silvery.
500.
Like silver roof. And the power lines aren't helping it out. There's like, I'm using the power lines add-on, so the free ones, it's right in the way of the church, or right next to the church. Or sorry, the cranes. I mean, I think the cranes might be part of the. It might be part of We Love VFR. Sorry, they're not power lines. What am I talking about? All right, just one POI here. The area around here looks really cool, though. I mean, just the landscape in general is great. Just the terrain in these parts of Canada. No palm trees, but no hurricanes. Yeah. Or maybe, I don't know, are there earthquakes up in this area of the world? I don't really know about earthquake activity in Canada. Yeah, here in California, every now and then, it feels like it's been a couple of years since we've even had like a tremor, but knock on wood, we'll see. They keep saying for years there's going to be a big one. For like a decade or more now they've been saying that. All right, let's move on. I'm just bouncing around here. All right, and then up here, oh, there's a glacier. I wonder if we can, how long it is from one to the other here. 36 minutes. This could be cool, though, to go through this area. Yeah, there's a bunch of little airstrips here, too. So if you have something with autopilot, this is nice just because you can just build a quick custom plan, like for sightseeing. Just zoom in and add any waypoint just by clicking and hitting add. But you have to choose a departure and arrival first. So I could set that as the arrival, and then it kind of kills everything else, but then I can go through and just add my en route waypoints and it'll pre-program it in. So that works for landmarks and everything. Anything that's clickable. Yeah, there's just a ton of little airstrips up here. That's cool. There's one right here, like Oh, okay, it's a little more grassy up there. It looked like it was just like on a mountainside. 59 minutes. I'll probably use some time acceleration. Is PANC Anchorage? It is, yeah, okay. Wait, where am I? This is not Canada. What am I doing? Wait, this wasn't Canada either. Wait. Is this... I don't know if this is Canada or not. Where does Alaska end? This is all Alaska. Delivery. Oh, I made it for we started a virtual airline like, was it Friday? So yeah, we've just been doing a virtual airline with On Air company, so in the Discord. So I made a couple liveries. I just made that one so far, and one for the CJ4. And I just followed a tutorial on YouTube. I forget the name of it. I can find it and put it in Discord later. But yeah, I just followed a tutorial. You have to download Blender and download like an image program, or use Photoshop if you have it, or you can get GIMP for free. All right, let me just go. Let's see, what do we got here? There's a ton. There's so many points of interest around here. We could start, yeah, Rogers Place. Maybe start in Edmonton and then go down towards Vancouver. Yeah, there's a ton here too. In Victoria, so we could go like add Vancouver. I mean, look how many points of interest they added just in Vancouver. And there's like 20 of them. So let me add. There's some suspension bridges. Those usually look amazing. So fly past them. Aquarium. Golf course. I'm partial to going past bridges. I think they're more the more impressive structures to fly by. And then maybe I'll start a new flight for Victoria. And then along the way, there's Hell's Gate Atrium. All right, I'm probably gonna have to use time acceleration here. I'll just have to respawn here, I guess. There are so many things. This is crazy. Fun flight might be Calgary West towards Banff. Fly in the mountains. Yep. Canada series out. Let's look at a completely different part of the world. Yeah. It's hard to tell. I mean, there are no borders. So like, especially when I'm like this, just panning around, I'm like, I don't really realize when I cross over into Alaska, but yeah. Oops. All right. Let's just look at, I think there's just a couple in Edmonton. Commonwealth Stadium and Rogers Place. The Dark Star. Yeah. I think I only tried the Dark Star once. Kind of like the Pelican. I like jumped in it, took it for a flight, and then didn't use it after that. I mean, the Pelican's actually great for this kind of stuff, for any kind of helicopter or drone type of plane. Commonwealth Stadium. I realize I'm just like recreating the trailer right now, but you know, I want to see what they look like for myself. Smart camera failing again. Dude, I do feel like these are like another level of quality compared to the other world updates. That looks really good too. Here's Rogers Place over here. Nice construction site there. Hey Zoldrin, what's up? I mean, whatever they, yeah, all the new data they have, a lot of these buildings look so much better than they do in other parts of the world. So it'll be cool when they update them. I mean, some of these have like little like, kind of like artifacts on the outside, but I feel like I've seen a lot worse. It's a little messed up there. Hey Bandit, what's up? Yeah, it's pretty well done. I mean, they said in the post that this is like one of the higher fidelity updates, world updates that they've done, and that seems to be true. Anyway, I'm just teleporting between the different points of interest too, so. Is the ATC more polite? No, I think globally ATC will definitely try to put you into some terrain. It's just, you know, they've coordinated it worldwide to make sure that it's the same everywhere, unfortunately for us. I don't think there are any points of interest over this direction, but it's cool just to see any of the terrain data, the elevation data updates, how they look. Yeah, I actually, for a time, I was like turning photogrammetry off because it just made buildings look so weird a lot of the time. Like with all the like artifacts and just they look broken basically.
Couch 68, contact Edmonton approach on 120.5. Good day.
Somewhere in the middle.
120.5 couch 68. Edmonton approach couch 68, 2,700 feet.
Oh, the terrain mesh is insane there. Yeah. Did I get a chance to fly through the hurricane? I did. Yeah. I flew through it. Oh, the spam is back. I flew through it yesterday. I spent like a good hour. I tried a few different planes. I flew, I jumped in a Husky first, and it was almost taking off. I should see if I have some of those clips still. I was gonna put together like a quick like YouTube short or something, but I didn't get as good of shots as I wanted to. Once I got up to like 40, I took the CJ4 after that, and I got up to like 45,000 feet. And it was just very like flat on top. Like it wasn't, the weather wasn't actually super exciting. It was really fun flying in it, like trying to fly from the, like on the ground and take off was hilarious. But yeah, in terms of the actual look of it, it was, I don't know. I wasn't super impressed with how it rendered or anything. Even near that, like the eye of the storm, it was just all right. Maybe I went during like the wrong time or something. I'm not sure. All right, let's check out these three. The Icefield Skywalk. Actually, I could like set that as my departure so we don't start so close to it. Hey Ricardo, what's up? Just checking out the new Canada World updates. Just flying around some of the points of interest, and then I think I'll do like a landing challenge and maybe do a couple legs of a bush trip. Could be fun. I know you guys can't like join along, and we can't fly together right now just because I'm bouncing around so much. But yeah, after I bounce around a few more times, look at some landmarks, we can do that. So what's cool about on the world map, if you do that where you just click, you can see these custom waypoints it puts in. So they're just user waypoints. So it's just a really quick way to just, yeah, string together a bunch of landmarks like this, and then, you know, use autopilot or not to fly to each one. It's definitely more challenging by hand if you're trying to get some cool screenshots or look at some of the details. The terrain here is, the colors here are interesting. Let me turn anti-ice. Put my anti-ice switches on. Max flow airframe. There's also windshield as well. Oh man, it looks great out here though. I have terrain level of detail still on 100, so yeah, it's only going to be better if you turn it up. I guess in this area I could turn it up a little bit. I try not to turn this up too high. 200 is the default if you use the Ultra preset. But it does render things out further, so you don't have to wait till you get close and see like the mountains like kind of shape shifting in front of your eyes, so. And we're looking for, oh, what's the first landmark? I think the VFR map shows the landmark names. Maybe. Hello? VFR map. Wow, this looks awesome right here. Here's the VFR map. Oh, what is going on? Oh, I see. When I clicked the user waypoint, it got confused. It like opened a little sidebar about the user waypoint. And they used to show the landmark names on the VFR map. Maybe they took it out. Or maybe the NXI doesn't support it. Like the user waypoints work, but maybe for some reason, yeah, it hides the labels. Let me accelerate a little bit here. Double speed. Let's go 4x. Hope the autopilot behaves. It's just funny whenever you accelerate. Wobble, wobble, wobble. Started a little too far out. Gonna be like over on this peak or something. Let's see, which one was this? Maybe I can find it in the list. It was called Sky something. Oh yeah, I think it's this. The Columbia Icefield Skywalk is the first one we're coming up to. And warp speed. 6 miles. Oh, is it right below us? Yeah, I feel like I bought like a mesh for this area or something. It's like a Windows wallpaper right there. Alright, where is this? It turned my point of interest off again, didn't it? Oh, wait, they're on. Landmark markers are on. Display all labels. 3 miles in front of us. I assume it's going to be like on a peak, but I'm not sure. Oh, thanks, Ricardo. Yeah, if you use On Air Company and you want to fly around with us, we just barely started the VA. Oh, it's right below us here. Just started the VA, so I made a couple liveries for it. I have my work cut out for me. There are a lot more to do. Toronto's looking awful on PC. Oh, really? Icefield Skywalk. I don't even know what this is. Oh yeah, it just is. Yeah, it just comes out here and overlooks here. All right. It's pretty cool. I'm sure it's a big tourist destination, so that would be in person much more exciting, or than flying through in flight sim, I guess. But that's cool if you've been to it. Can revisit that place. That's cool. Been watching Fly Around, but sadly you're on Xbox. You can join. I mean, Xbox and PC multiplayer on the same servers. So yeah, I should see you if you. I'm just on USA West, so up here you have to choose USA West. But for now, I'm just kind of flying random places, so it'll be annoying to catch up to me. But the bush flights, I'm not sure if bush flights show multiplayer or not. Landing challenges do. At least they used to. I'm not sure if they've changed it. Used to be able to do landing challenges. Actually, I wonder if the travel to map here lets me. It just says cruise. I'm not sure. No, it's just cruise. Okay. Be cool if I could fast travel to the different waypoints so I don't have to reload every time. All right, let's try maximum warp speed and see what happens. This is a horrible idea. Not just for frame rates. Oh, on air with the VA. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. Yeah, I misunderstood. Yeah, the VA, yeah. It is a bummer. Whoever makes a career mode work with the marketplace for everybody first is like the winner. Niagara Falls looks awful. Wait, didn't they make updates to Niagara in this, did they? No, I don't think they updated it. I mean, they did, didn't they update Niagara Falls when they did the USA? Was it the first or the second USA update? Oh, hopeful the problems are server related. Yeah, when I was around Vancouver earlier, before I started the stream, like earlier this morning, I checked it out. Whoops. And, it was stuttering a lot for me around Vancouver. I turned my graphics settings down a bit, but I'm not sure that it did. Oh, in the video it says they did. Okay. It's interesting. They didn't list it in the release notes. I mean, the terrain looks really, really good, though. I don't know how much of Canada they updated with new data, or if it's just around the points of interest, but I mean, I don't know, all the terrain looks really great. Chateau Lake Louise. First people to make AI traffic properly, yeah. The replay camera. Have you tried the new experimental replay camera that's built in? That came out, I don't know if it was Sim Update 9 or if it just came out with 10, but the UI is really poor, but that's, I guess, the one that the Microsoft team themselves uses when they make trailers and stuff like that. Career mode for Xbox, yeah, will be incredible. Oh, this is cool. Dude, this lake is just, it's just glass. Oh, it looks like I'm flying where you went for the summer last year. This is really cool.
500.
Dude, it's just like glass. This is awesome. I mean, this is a horrible, this is like a dangerous turn to make because now I'm gonna have to climb out of this, but it's beautiful. Damn. Yeah, it looks amazing. All right. Let's see. All right, Grand Caravan, it's up to you.
500.
Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm sure it looks better in person. Yeah. Uh-oh, we're in a little bit of a pickle. A lot bit of a pickle. I don't know if I can clear this. All right, we're going back down.
500.
And these mountains are no joke. This just, yeah, this is great. Yeah, the worst place possible for a stall horn. Thankfully, the Grand Caravan is pretty awesome. I mean, the climb rate's pretty good. We got anti-icing. All right, we have one more waypoint down this direction. Oh no, is it two more? Just one more this way. Now let's check out Vancouver. Yeah, I'll see if the stutter's got any better in Vancouver or not. Looks pretty epic though. Wish they had the career feature on Xbox. Yeah, someone, it's not ideal, but somebody in a previous stream who's on Xbox said that, I don't know if they were doing it, maybe they were just thinking about it, like getting on air company or something. And then, I mean, I'm trying to think what the best one is. I mean, something like Sky Park or even NeoFly, like you could get it and just use it as kind of a route finder. It wouldn't be able to track you, but you could use it. I used Sky Park for a while just as kind of a route finder, because I'm pretty bad at figuring out where to fly in the world. And even though you won't get like the money from the jobs, like Sky Park is very casual. So if you have like a laptop or something and you can download Sky Park on it, just use it as a route finder. And you could even look at like, you know, I don't know, I guess you could just do, I don't know, with like the passengers and the weight is one thing. Like that's what's nice about NeoFly and on-air companies. They give you passenger counts. They give you, you know, cargo weights to load. So you can do, you know, like practice your fuel planning or use SimBrief to figure out your fuel and all that. It just depends what you want. Like if you want to feel like you're flying passengers and stuff around, maybe you can use on-air company on a laptop and just look at the missions and fly them, but it won't be tracking you. You won't be earning money or anything. But at least it'll give you an idea of where to fly. And if you don't care about loading in passengers and weights and stuff, you know, you could use Sky Park as a route finder. They also have cool like they have like tours built in, so it's like you tour certain parts of the world and go, you know, hop to different airports. Or even you could use something like World Tour. There's that site that I've looked at before. Worldtour.flights. This site, this is a good one too. People can submit routes here. So no matter what type of environment you want or what part of the world you want to fly in, you could just go here and say like, you know, I want to fly around islands. And these are all user submitted routes to fly. So as you go into them, you know, it tells you how many stops there are. You can download the flight plan file if you can import it. Otherwise, you can just scroll in and look at the summary here. It shows the flight plan. And then, you know, they take screenshots to show you some of the like landmarks and stuff you'll pass by. This is obvious. This looks like a real world photo. But yeah, they'll, you know, at least show you the areas you're flying around. This is just flying us into a mountain, I guess. It was supposed to be higher up than this. Let's climb back up. What were we at, like 10,000 or so? That's what you do with NeoFly on your Xbox. Oh yeah, you have NeoFly on your laptop. Oh yeah, I think maybe you mentioned this like a couple weeks ago. Yeah, you have the AI pilot, so you still get credit for it basically. Yeah, and you earn the money and stuff. Yeah, that's doable. I mean, you can just have your laptop or something next to it. Use the Xbox Game Pass app, cloud gaming feature. Yep. So you're using it through Xbox cloud streaming. Yeah, I mean, that's an option is what Ricardo's doing. So you can use, even though it won't track your flights, you know, like it does if you're on PC, you could still use it and kind of still run a career through it. Or just use websites like that World Tours one. Here, oh, I didn't put the URL in chat. Let me just put the URL in chat for this one. Yeah, it's kind of a good route finder. I'm really bad. I would be lost in Flight Simulator if I, you know, if I didn't use On Air Company and stuff like that. I'm just so bad at that kind of, you know, when you're in like a sandbox environment, like a sandbox style game or a simulator, it can be really hard. But it would be great, you know, if they took kind of like a Euro Truck approach to it, Euro Truck Sim approach, where you had your career built in and routes to fly and all of that would be a game changer. I mean, no pun intended. Like that'd be incredible. I didn't play Flight Simulator X, but didn't that have like a career or missions built into it? VATSIM gives you a lot of purpose. Yeah. VATSIM is so intimidating still. Yeah, ideally you have missions that you're flying, maybe for a virtual airline using something like On Air Company and using VATSIM. Like that's as realistic as you can get. I mean, we've just been doing the virtual airline thing on the Discord for less than a week now. But it's really nice. Like everybody's just chatting with each other. It's just, I don't know, it's we're just busier. Like last night I was flying the CRJ to try it out somewhere south of our home base, which is in Teterboro in New Jersey. Yeah, it's really cool. It definitely adds a huge sense of purpose. All right, I'm fast forwarding here, double time. It's like we're getting into getting towards civilization over here. Another good way to use flight radar, find the same plane you fly, look at their route history. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like flight radar, Flight Aware is a good one for finding the routes too. You can just type into airports and see all the real world routes and see their, see all their, the actual routing that they used. Yeah. Got to get a GPU for your PC. Yeah, I mean, that's the great part about Xbox, about Flight Sim being on Xbox. you know, you can get it on Xbox, plug in a mouse and a keyboard, and generally have the same experience that I'm having. You know, the big limitation, of course, is just you can't do community mods, and you can't do stuff like on-air company and, you know, career mode apps. But besides that, I mean, you know, and VATSIM, but besides that, you can at least interact with everything the same way that I can on PC, you know. You can learn the NXI, learn an airliner, learn flight planning. And a lot of the tools that, you know, people on PC use are the same, right? You can use simbrief.com to figure out a route, fuel planning, and all of that. Learn to read those operational flight plans that it generates. You can use sites like SkyVector. You can get Navigraph and run the Navigraph charts application on your laptop to get access to worldwide charts and the procedures and all that. Or you can get them publicly, like if you fly in the United States, the FAA gives all those away. So there's still a ton you can do on Xbox. Yeah, Demon, I know. I boot it up every now and then and just kind of look at it. And I'm like, am I going to do a flight tonight or not? Dude, these peaks right here. A lot of the switches say inactive. Really? It matters which plane you're flying, though, so you may have to get a third-party plane if you want it to be ultra-realistic, especially if it's an airliner or something like that. I think it just depends on the plane you're flying. As far as I know, there's not a difference in the actual planes on Xbox and PC. Like, if the same plane is on both platforms, I'm pretty sure the same thing is active in both planes. Yeah, the defaults. Yeah, so some are better than others, but if you fly a smaller plane to start or something like the CJ4, you know, the planes with the G1000 are going to be right now probably the most full featured, just because the NXI had so much work done on it, you know, the last year. So, you know, it's just, man, the bots are in full force today. Took me a year plus to work up the courage to go to VATSIM. Yeah, I did do Pilot Edge, and I liked it a lot. That was almost 2 years ago, and the end of last year I revived my subscription and did one of the instrument courses, basically, where you do an ILS, and that was cool. Man, this area looks so good. There's another waypoint we're coming up to. You've had your VATSIM account for over a year. Spawn at an airport. Yeah, I do that all the time. I'll just spawn in on the ground, just turn my radio on and listen for a half hour or so, and then turn it off. No flight plan. I just pop in and pop out. But yeah, I do the same thing. Somebody's flying down there along that highway or whatever is down there. Oh, it sounds like a Super Hornet. Evil Haggis. We should be coming up to another POI soon. Oh, it's like right under us? What are we looking at now? No marker, though. These mountains look like camo or something. The Kodiak and the 414 Cessna. Yeah, the 414... Yeah, the Kodiak is great. Definitely. Yeah, if you want kind of an upgraded experience... Yeah, the 310, I've been flying that a little bit, and it's really, really cool. And that one is on Xbox. So I don't know what POI I put in. It seems like we're circling pretty much nothing. Oops.
Request clearance to transition Bravo airspace.
All right, let's head to a more populated area here. Yeah, the 414 is not on Xbox yet. The Kodiak, I'm pretty sure the Kodiak's in the marketplace, right? On Xbox and PC. If you want a turboprop, yeah, the Kodiak is incredible. And it's definitely going to be more realistic. Yeah, it is on both. So this Kodiak right here, $35. I mean, it's an investment, but you're going to get a plane that is much more just thorough, much more realistic with the procedures and everything. So if you like doing, yeah, Kodiak's great if you want a turboprop. Yeah, the ratings are really high. I think this is one of the best planes in the game, I would say. You know, for non-airliners. Hey, Phil, what's up? Yeah, welcome. Good morning. And then I've been flying the 310 a little bit. This one, it's Milviz, so of course it has a 4.8 out of 5, so the rating is super high on this one. What's crazy about this plane, it's a twin though, but you know, it's totally learnable. What's cool is, first of all, you can choose the avionics you want in this one. So it has the 530 and the 430, or you can just turn these off if you want no GPS. You could just turn them to just standard radios. And then if you're on PC, you can use the 750. But the craziest thing about this is not only is it like, yeah, the model is very realistic. Yeah, the operation is. So this right here, extensive total engine and system realism, including failure. So it does wear and tear on the engine, wear and tear on every component. Like your spark plugs can wear and tear over time if you don't lean the mixture properly while you're taxiing or in cruise, things like that. It's pretty insane how detailed this thing is. So, and I don't generally fly twins. There's a lot I don't know about flying twins. I generally am flying, you know, single engine prop or a single engine turboprop. So I think I would just choose between if you want a turboprop or if you want a twin. But both of those, the 310 and the Kodiak, are both just absolutely awesome. And you can turn, what's nice is you can turn the realism stuff on or off in this plane. So there's like a whole menu where you can choose what systems are on or off. And it'll even remember from one flight to the next, it'll remember what has been worn down. So it's like almost physically owning the plane, you know? It's pretty incredible. So I know it's not an airliner. If you want to fly airliners, your choices are going to be different. But if you want to fly more GA style planes, Kodiak and the 310 are both incredible. Don't have good airliners on Xbox yet. Yeah, is it PDMG working on getting those on Xbox, or is that still not known yet? 414 on Xbox, maybe. I checked it like a couple weeks ago or last week because I accidentally said it was on Xbox. Oh, it is. So this just got, oh, did this just get released yesterday then? Let's check. Maybe this came in with, just came in the update. Uh, 414. Updated. This must have happened in the last like week or two because someone pointed out the 414 wasn't available yet. But yeah, it's showing Xbox now. So yeah, this one is going to be quite a bit faster than the 310. But people love this plane too. There's several people in the chat and on the Discord fly this and seem to love it. So yeah, I mean, generally, if you want something to be more realistic, you're going to have to, like more in-depth systems and stuff, you're going to have to buy a marketplace plane. You know, they are improving the stock ones over time, but it's just not the same. Yeah, this has, you can like open up and load the luggage and everything. With a 310, you can do this stuff too. You can add luggage, you can add passengers and see them inside, and it weighs the plane down, all that kind of stuff. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. Let's go back to Canada. Let's see. I'm just going to fly around Vancouver a little bit, and then I think I'm going to try some of the landing challenges out. There are just a ton of... Oh, should I fly? Maybe I should fly the... Kind of just want to fly the Pelican around here. Even though it's sillier. The Velocopter is just so slow. Oh, I don't even have the Velocopter installed. Let's take the Pelican around. Hot pink, why not? I haven't flown the Pelican since I made the video for it, since it came out. 414 was a week or so ago. Yeah, it came out. That sounds about right, because it wasn't long ago where I had to correct. I said it in a video it was available, and it wasn't. I was like, oh no. But I guess it's out there. That's awesome. Tried to use the high motor start on the Kodiak and blew the engine. I think generally, yeah, you just use low motor start when you start the Kodiak. I'm not sure the circumstance where you use high motor start. Probably, I'm guessing it's like at really high altitude or something like that. But yeah, you're supposed to do low for the start on the Kodiak. I'm not sure the circumstances that you use high. PC 414 got an update. I think it did, right? Mike probably knows about that. Mike in the chat, he flies the 414 a lot, and I think they updated it and put it on Xbox like with the update this week. Or was that today? I think it was just today then, right? Oh, Toronto Island. Okay, I'll do that one next. I haven't flown this thing since it came out, so this will be funny. But we'll get some good sightseeing in with this. I know people. This is this can be the source of some contention, flying the Pelican or not in Microsoft Flight Simulator. All right, we're hovering. Career add-ons are plane specific. Are they plane specific? Sky Park is not plane specific, and it's like a $20 one-time fee. It's the most flexible of the three. You don't even do fuel or cargo or passenger loading or anything like that. It's kind of like a route finder more than anything. Neofly and On Air Company are both ones where you own the plane. So you have to buy the right plane. You have to be in the right spot. Your pilot has to be in the right spot as the plane. You load passengers. You load fuel. I generally recommend people start with Neofly because it's free if you're on PC. Try it out, see if you like it. If you want to get into virtual airlines and stuff like that, like we're doing on Discord, that's a feature of On Air Company. So that's unique to On Air Company, but On Air Company is a subscription. It's like $10 a month unless you pay for a lot. If you pay for more in a row, like you pay for 6 months, a year, 2 years, it ends up being like $2 or $3 a month. So it's really not that expensive if you do a longer term. But yeah, I would just start with Neofly and try it out because it's free. So anybody can try it out on PC and see what they think. It also has really cool mission types, especially if you fly like helicopters. It has like rescue missions. It's good. And I'd say that both Neofly and On Air Company have kind of a learning curve. Their interfaces aren't the best. They're trying to improve them, but you know, it's complicated, so yeah, it can be a little bit of a confusing learning them. Yeah, my frame rate here is very low. It feels much lower than it normally is. I do have terrain set to 200%. Or 200 right now. And I know the Pelican's funny, but the Pelican's, it's going to be easier to look at the POIs and something like this, especially when there's so many around. I mean, there's so many, there's so many points of interest here in Vancouver.
Couch 68 Vancouver approach. Squawk 1623.
Yeah, there's so many people here in Vancouver right now.
Couch 68.
Couch 68 radar contact. 2 miles southwest of Charlie Yankee Hotel, Charlie 600 feet. Clear through the Charlie airspace. Maintain on navigation.
Clear through the Charlie airspace, Couch 68.
Burrard Street Bridge. Man, when they put in the time to do bridges, they look so good. For some reason, I always go for the bridges when these world updates come out. Yeah, Chris, I do. I have the Rex Accu season, so that replaces the trees and makes them, seasonal and stuff like that. I would recommend, like, I think that's one of the best things you can get besides finding a good plane that you want to fly, like, you know, the Kodiak, the 310, the 414. Besides that, I think the tree add-on is like the best bang for your buck. All right, let's check out the art gallery over here. Canada and some old Cessna from the 1930s. Oh, did they release a plane today too? I didn't even read the whole release. I just hopped right in. Vancouver Art Gallery. That doesn't look very good. Is it still loading? Something is messed up. I'm guessing this isn't what it's supposed to look like. They didn't do you justice, Vancouver, sorry. Or their servers are having problems potentially. You'll be back in 2023 when they have WASM sorted for Xbox. Alright, we'll see you then. It's amazing these trees are a bummer. All photogrammetry cities are overgrown. Yeah, I think regardless of which tree add-on you have, it's going to be the same kind of thing. Like, there are just too many trees everywhere generally. Yeah, I guess maybe they didn't modify the trees too much. All right, let's see if the aquarium's loading. I think some people are having issues loading it. Maybe I'm running into that. Where when you're in these certain areas, it's not loading in the models for all the new buildings and stuff correctly.
Vancouver approach Air Canada 305 is next approach at Vancouver.
Yeah, this is the aquarium. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely, it's not loading it in. I mean, this is this is not what they designed, so yeah, maybe they're having some server issues. There's just too many people right now checking out. The bridge is loaded and fine. You know, but obviously obviously some of these landmarks haven't. How many planes can you fly at one time? Do you mean with on-air company or something? It's kind of like if you owned planes in real life. So if you're asking about like NeoFly and on-air company, you can have a hangar with like 50 planes in it, you know? You can own a ton of different planes. But obviously, yeah, you can just fly one. But, you know, AI is a thing in some of them. So like, mattering which server you play on and with on-air company, which kind of game mode you use, you can have AI pilots fly it for you. You can like treat it kind of like a franchise almost. Yeah, there's definitely some stuff happening here. The bridges seem to be loading okay. I don't know if this is the full fidelity of what they customized, but yeah, some of the waypoints are not very happy right now. This might not even be the complete fidelity of the bridge either. Let me turn my terrain level detail down again. Yeah, it's nice when the bridges and the traffic goes over the bridges. Yeah, I think this is the full fidelity. There's even like a traffic light here, whatever this is. For lane closures or whatever they do. Tell you which lane to go in. I mean, this looks great. Oh, almost. Oh, it just teleported me. I mean, it's mostly good. Yeah, I'm trying really hard to not put this channel in subscriber only mode, because I hate it when people do that. But the bots are getting a little they're getting a little aggressive lately. Bridge Street. Yeah, it looks like a lot of people are going to Toronto, so maybe this is, or sorry, to Vancouver. Let's try Toronto, see how it goes there. And then after that, let's do, oh yeah, sorry, we want to do, sorry, somebody said what, is it, oh, Toronto Island. So let me see if I can find Toronto Island. You know, because I'm American, I don't know where anything in the world is, so forgive me if it takes a minute for me to find it. Toronto Island. So, where is Toronto Island? There's the Thousand Islands Bridge. CTYZ. All right, let me check that. What? CT. Wait, what? CT Yankee Zulu. All right, it's not finding anything. Oh, CYTZ. I have an issue. I always flip letters. Maybe I have a problem. Yeah, Toronto City Center. So where's the Billy Bishop? CYTZ. It says Toronto City Center. Oh, is it actually called Billy Bishop? So what's... Oh, it is an island. Oh, I see what you're saying. Got it. I think you said it right. CYTZ. No, I typed it wrong. I always mess it up. All right. Yeah, I actually checked this out for the screenshot for this stream. I took it, I took off from there and yeah, just got a screenshot of Toronto. But yeah, we'll see how much better it is. I could do a before and after with the screenshot. The Meigs Island of Canada. All right, so I did take off from here. Look, it's awesome. This would be a cool home base if you did like on-air Neofly. Yeah, look at the... Let me try the rolling cache thing. I think somebody said like rolling cache. Yeah, people did say that Toronto looked messed up. Yeah, it's just not loading it. Okay. Let me try the rolling cache thing. Well, I have rolling cache turned off. I have it off completely. So that's not it. Yeah, something's not happy. Someone earlier, I think, posted this in Discord. Oh, third FBO. Yeah, I guess we're not far from Toronto. We could do that. Oh, London, Ontario looks the same way. Yeah, it just their servers just aren't sending the data. Yeah, I mean, we could see Vancouver had the same issue, so. Yeah, that's a bummer. Oh, some of them are... nope. Yeah, it's just got the skeleton. Yeah, it's a sad day for the big cities. I mean, out in the middle of nowhere, it looked pretty good. This one looks like it... maybe it's not the full fidelity. It's a shame about Toronto. They were supposed to have updated it to look better. This gives the wrong impression. Yeah. Shield your eyes. Yeah, not too great, Bob. Not great. And let me try turning the cache on. Maybe that'll like force it to update or something like that. Rolling cache on, data limit off. All these options are on. What? Oh, I didn't set the limit here. All right, let's see if this helps. I have the rolling cache off just because I heard that, or I think I read that if your internet is good enough, you don't need it. You want to save some disk space. But I assume the rolling cache makes it faster to load things. Like once it's cached, if you're in that area often, I assume it would be a benefit. Yeah. All right, that's not helping. All right, yeah, looks like a lot of things are borked right now. So I mean, it's even possible that the other things we were looking at, they weren't even full fidelity yet. So I have no idea. All right, I'm gonna check out some of the landing challenges then. I don't know what section it's in. What do we got here? Calgary. Okay, yeah, they say new. Very good, Kip. I haven't done Australia, but I assume this Calgary one is new. I'm gonna be horrible at that though. Looks like an Airbus. And then there was a Toronto one. This one must be older, right? Maybe they had that from before. Iceland, I haven't done all these. Let me just take a look at what they put in the landing challenges here. 3 landing Castlegar, or however you say that, Bakerville and Calgary. So this is one of the epic ones right here. Is this a King Air? Looks like it might be in a King Air. Italy, Australia. All right, I'll check this out. I'm going to be horrible at all the ones I don't know the plane for. Yeah, it's a King Air. All right. And the runway length. Okay, it's long, 5,200 feet. It's at 1616 MSL, runway 33. And this guy, 4090. Apparently, this guy has a GTX 4090 or RTX 4090 already, and that's why he's got 1.9 million points. So I guess that's a good reason to get a 4090, as you can be world top 10. The rolling cache is on. The servers have more bandwidth. Yeah. I've had it off for a while, I think. So maybe I'm not being a good flight simmer by having it off, straining their servers more. That makes sense though. It would be interesting if later on, if they decide that rolling cache is required to be on for that reason. All right, I'm gonna let it play through the cinematic a little bit just to get it loaded in. Landing lights on. Whoa, we're already in. All right, so it looks like we're swinging out to the right. Okay. All right, I don't know the King Air at all, so good luck, everybody. Oh, autopilot was on. Are my flaps down? Looks like we have a notch or two of flaps down, and our landing gear is not down. Wow, this thing is not easy to see out of, is it? All right, I'm putting my gear down. Yeah, this is... I can't see anything in this thing. How do you guys fly this? Is there a mountain in front of us? This is the forward position. I feel like I'm about to like skim the ground right now. And I feel very high. Good luck. We're counting on you. I'd gladly part with $1,500 or more if I can get 10 more points than my friends. Definitely. I agree with that. It's all about the internet points. All of life is about the internet points. Just take it from everyone on social media. That's what it's all about.
500.
All right, I'm way below the glide path here, or way above the glide path. They picked a good, the sunset, the good time of day for this. The weather preset is awesome. Doesn't feel too windy though. Wait, what? What? My landing gear is down. Wait, what? If I had a camera, I would turn it to show you that the landing gear is down. Let me try this again. That's like the first thing I did was put the landing gear down. Yeah, it's the King Air. I've pretty much not flown it at all. All right, let's try the landing gear again. It's probably hidden behind here. Okay, yeah, that's coming down. All right, that was weird. I physically had it down. That was gonna be perfect. Butter. Yeah, let's confirm that it's actually down. Okay, I see a nose wheel. I see all three wheels. It was already down? That's weird. I mean, so I had my my Bravo, my landing gear like switch. My lever was in the up position when I started, so I pushed it down. No, I think it was up. Yeah, because I just put it down and it just went down, and we see green now. So it does start up. But in any case, it would apparently it wasn't down when I landed. FS realistic. I think I did briefly. I don't. It has like all the extra sounds and stuff, right, for specific planes. I think I bought it and tried it briefly. I'm not sure why I stopped using it. I just try to keep all of my add-ons to a minimum. But I'm pretty sure that's the one that adds a ton of sound, like cool sounds, like more realistic sounds when you're landing and all that kind of stuff. An alarm to gear? Yeah, apparently not. Alright, I'm very, very slow right now. Dude, my trim wheel doesn't seem to be working. Yeah, my trim wheel isn't working, so I'm gonna have to rebind that. Something is... Oh man, we're really high. Alright, we got a low wing, so I can slip it down, right? Is the gear down? That's the question. Ah, this is a bad landing. I'm just way too high. I've been slipping this whole time and I can't lose enough altitude. It's gonna be long. Very long. All right, well, the gear went down that time. That was a bad landing. All right, way too high. Embarrassment. Don't look at my rank. The trim wheel only works if you have 4090. Oh, true. My bad. Actually, I'm going to double check. I don't think my trim wheel was working. I haven't changed anything, but you never know whenever anything gets updated. Bravo. Yep, it says that's it. Looks like it's working. Nose down, nose up. Okay. Should be good. So the gear is down now. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so maybe the gear does start down. The first time I attempted it, my Bravo, I had my gear switch up. So as soon as I loaded in, it probably pulled the gear up. So yeah, I guess you're probably right. The gear is down when you start it. So just make sure if you have a physical gear lever that you put it in the down position. All right, let me swing out this way again. The terrain is a bit sketchy out here, though. Did they fix the wheel trim? I'm trimming nose down right now. Oh yeah, nothing is changing. Oh, it's just really slow. Yeah, I'm turning my trim wheel like a madman right now. Nothing is changing. Maybe it is broken. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. Worked a few updates ago and then broke. 900 turns. I'm gonna put like a little handle on it so I can spin it. You know, like you put a handle on a car steering wheel, like a little knob on it. I'm just gonna do that. Bravo trim doesn't work since update 5. I haven't had issues with it until just now. Mine has worked pretty well the whole time, but yeah, I can't trim right now, so it's a lot of forward pressure on my stick right now. I've just been like at idle this whole time too. No trim wheel makes this a little harder. That's my excuse. Whoa. I'm holding full right rudder right now, and that's what's happening. All right. Still horrible. Wait, but it says number 1, so... All right, I'll try it one more time. There are 3 landing challenges, right? One's the Airbus. Okay, yeah, there are 3. Calgary, Barkerville, and Castlegar? Castlegar? I don't know how to say it. Use a third-party app to get it to work properly. That's weird. Yeah, I haven't had any issues. It's weird that it's triggering the shortcut. Like in here, when unless they've added more trim controls. Yeah, just nose up and nose down. So as I roll it, you can see it doing nose down inputs and nose up. So if it's not working, then yeah. Something got broken recently then. And yeah, you don't want to use the trim axis. Because that'll just wreak havoc with autopilot setting your trim for you. Yeah, I'm not sure. Electric trim on the Alpha. Oh, yeah, electric trim. So electric trim, these are the same buttons that it's bound to. And on the Bravo, this just works by repeatedly hitting the button. So it's pretty much like... just pressing electric trim over and over and over again. But I realize you can press and hold it on the Alpha, which is pretty nice. All right, I'm just gonna get my last flaps out immediately. What's it yelling at down here? Yelling at me about? Oh, yaw damper is off. I assume that doesn't matter when I'm not using autopilot. Wait, is autopilot on? I'm hitting my autopilot button and nothing is changing, so that's weird. All sorts of problems right now. Best you found is a third add-on to map the trim buttons to a virtual axis. It would be cool if it worked like an axis, but when you... Like if you... Say you have it like 50% nose down on trim on your physical axis, and then you have autopilot on for a while and it puts you in a neutral trim position. As soon as you touch your axis on your hardware, it's going to move it instantly to the 50% nose down mark. So that's why the button presses, I think, make more sense. But because it's button presses, yeah, it's really weird. Yeah, it seems to have no effect right now. I feel like they broke trim like completely. Which I guess you guys have had that before. I'm just catching up to the broken things. Look up authenticate. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe I just got lucky in not having the issues until now. Yeah, I feel like I'm flying a helicopter right now, though, just having my just constant input on the stick right now. That explains why the autopilot's trying to kill you. If you spin too fast, it doesn't register properly. Oh, I see. I'm not sure. Doesn't seem to be reacting yet. This is supposedly on glide path. Up too low now. Why is it pulling to the left? That's so confusing. I guess it's the added dynamics. Like all the wind and stuff. Oh, I have to stop. Whoops, what am I doing? Alright, I got a B this time. I'll take it. Man, that's hard. Yeah, I think the way they changed the, like, all of the prop dynamics and stuff, maybe it's on the King Air now too, but when I get slower and slower, then it starts pulling really hard to the left as I slow down, even with both brakes on. So that's interesting. I don't know, it's something to get used to. All right, and oh, strong wind, great. That would be this one. Okay, this isn't a Cessna. Is this the Grand Caravan? Yeah. All right, Grand Caravan, Barkersville, 6,500 feet. And the runway's at 3996, so it's giving us 2,500 feet. We have to drop. Dude, what? The 4090 guy? The dude with the NVIDIA 4090 is #1 on this one too? He must be unseated, but obviously it won't be by me. All right, runway 11 and a 2,600 foot runway. The trim issue seems the worst in the King Air. Okay, yeah, we'll see how it does. I think it's fine in the Grand Caravan. I guess we're about to find out. Same left rudder issue. Unable to fix it. It's intentional. Yeah, maybe. It seems a little exaggerated. Like it's pulling me off the runway completely. Where's the runway? Is that it to the right? Wait, where is the runway? I don't see it. Is that it to my left? Oh, it's right in front of me. What? I'm totally blind. It's right there? No, it's not it. What? Where's the runway? Over here? No, that just looks like a road. Is it down here? Is that it? Everything looks like a runway right now. I have no idea where I'm landing. Unable to taxi with left rudder. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. It's looking this direction. Is it? It must be right there. Is it right there? I can't make it out, so I'm not sure right what's going on. What are our flap settings by default? Okay, 1 notch by default. Wait, why is it it starts us at low idle? No. I could just, I think I had mine at high idle, so. Alright, well this is just a reconnaissance mission because I assume it's out here, but if so, this is like a really long setup. We have a crazy headwind right now, so I guess if we turn right, we're gonna get a horrible crosswind. Oh, it's right there. Alright, so the challenge is the wind's gonna be very, how strong is the wind right now? 20 knots? 23 knots in front of us, so it's gonna give us 23 knot crosswind. Oh yeah, there it is, okay. I use Rex Accu Season, the Rex one. It's on it's in the Orbex store. All right, I think I'm so high that I'm not sure I can even attempt this. I know slipping in a high wing like isn't super effective, but we're very, very fast. Look how little this runway is too. All right, I'm just gonna put it down hard because I need to start over anyway. All right, now that I know where the runway is, let's try this again. How is that a C? All right, so we just go straight for a while and lose all of our altitude, and then we can make the right-hand turn. It even showed me in the loading screen. I was like, where's the runway? I mean, it's just, you can't see it until you pass by that mountain, so, or this hill up here. It keeps weirding me out that autopilot's on by default too. It's kind of strange. All right, let's try the trim. Yeah, trim's working in this. Should be able to see the trim wheel moving. Yeah, I can see the trim wheel moving right there, so. At least in the Caravan, the trim wheel works correctly. And yeah, look, it's got us in, I don't understand why it's in low idle. Is that even a thing? Does anybody land in low idle? I've never used low idle for anything but taxiing. So I'm not sure why it's in low idle. It could just be because I don't know. But yeah, it seems a little weird that it starts in low idle. All right, just trimming this out. There we go. Not at, I'm not as good at landings when I'm high either. Yeah. Yeah, it is a problem. Yeah, I should do the landing challenges more often, especially with all the changes that they have. Yeah, that's how their Caravan is when you're on the runway. Yeah, I don't know why. For a landing challenge, you would think that it sets you up so everything's, you know, in a good starting position. So having it in low idle, it's weird. In cruise low idle? Really? I'll have to look through some checklists again. I've only ever used high idle, except for taxiing. Taxiing is the only time I have it on low idle, so maybe I've been flying it wrong. this entire time. Which is very possible. Alright, so we have a crazy headwind, which is about to be a crazy crosswind. Alright, it's a little gusty. 20 knots from the left. I don't think you low idle and cruise. Yeah, I'll check the checklist. As far as I know, you only use low idle when you're taxiing. But, you know, I could be wrong. I'll check them out.
500.
Oh no, way too short. You read the caravan manual? Yeah, I'll check out the checklist. I'm not sure. Maybe I've been doing it wrong. All right, so I need to, that landing spot's pretty far down there. So I just need to keep it higher at the end. I should just use the autopilot. Take me down smoothly, put in OBS mode, line up with the perfect runway heading, and then turn it off at the last possible second and slam on the brakes. Ground idle for taxi on the ground, flight idle for in-flight. Are you thinking of the TBM maybe? Yeah, here all we have is low and high and cut off on the Grand Caravan. But I think the TBM like throttle has like the left position idle, and then on the right, if you like notch it over to the right side of where the throttle is, then that gives you, yeah, low and high idle for ground maybe? Something like that. I have my flaps all the way out already because I don't want to have to deal with changing anything once the crosswind is happening. Just want to be totally set up before I make the turn. I think I'm a little low already. Oh, the winds just got crazy. Oh. Oh my god, it's so hard to stay on the runway. Like, I was full right rudder when I touched down. Oh no. Alright, one more. It's just, I mean, I think I was just too fast. Like, it shouldn't be that hard to control once I touch down. I mean, the 20 knot crosswind is not helping. All right, one more. I wish the setup for this one didn't take so long. I guess that's part of the challenge. Is like you're in this crazy 20 knot. You have a 20 knot headwind, then you're turning it into a 90 degree turn, 20 knot crosswind. Very mean. All right, trim is good. My hand is off the stick right now. Maybe I should land this with only one notch of flaps into and not go the full flaps down. Is there like a ILS available here? LPV approach, anyone? It's such a thin runway, too. I'm so high.
500.
I'm trying to get really slow, though. All right, that was better. Yes, I got an A. All right, feels good. That was pretty good. 1.09. Whoops. Oh, there we go. Okay. 1.9 is top. Top 10 is 1.3. I almost got 1.1, so that doesn't feel too bad. Your position. Whatever. Rev 2010. Whatever, dude. Yeah, whatever. Turn the no smoking sign off to be less high. Want to know how it would score you on an autopilot landing? I wonder if it disables autopilot when you're like on final or something. Since the Canada update, you keep getting graphics errors as if your card is overclocked. Oh, that's weird. I actually recently overclocked mine just using the NVIDIA one where it like automatically figures it out. It's like overclocked by like 90 megahertz or something. Yeah, I'm not sure that I know what to do in that situation. All right, there's still one more landing challenge, which is it? It must be Calgary, which is, I think, an Airbus, which I'll definitely be horrible at. And I have like nothing completed in any of these 5%. Yeah, Calgary International. Airbus, yep, A320. Aha. Oh no, he is the top. No way. This guy's the top. He's the world. He's #1 in all 3. That seems a little fishy. All right, I don't fly the Airbus, so this is going to be the worst of all of them. I'm gonna let it load for a little bit here. It's gotta load in the A320. Oh, is that the wind pushing it around, or is it just turning? Where's the airport? Okay, I assume I'm landing right there. How do you use this thing? Anybody? Help? 7,000 feet. All right. And our throttle is set at 67%, so I'm gonna have to match that ish. All right, winds. It's gonna have a, so we're gonna have a crosswind from the back left a little bit once we turn.
Overspeed. Overspeed.
Overspeed. Oh, geez.
Overspeed.
Can't see anything. Wait, is the gear down already? Okay, gear's down. I don't know anything about the flap settings or anything in this. Hope the city hasn't been messed up with a photogrammetry. I mean, hopefully it's better. Yeah, there are just problems loading things. I don't know if you're saying your graphics error is actually like your card. If it's like graphical like glitches, or if it's just that the things aren't loading right now. How do you guys fly these things? This is impossible. I'm pretty low.
1,000. $500.
I mean, I should be able to just butter this because I have the Airbus side stick. It actually gives you the winds. If you have the Airbus side stick connected,
300.
it actually lowers the winds for you automatically because it's like, oh, hey, he supports Airbus. Therefore, make it easier. Uh-oh, that's the landing point?
200.
I just went to idle. Probably a bad idea.
100. 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Retire.
Oh, big bouncy. Sorry, everybody. I'm so bad at the Airbus. I think I've flown it maybe 4 or 5 times. I don't know if my thrust reversers actually work either. All right, one more because this is embarrassing. I'm not going to try this one too many times. When you press fly now and it loads into the cockpit, there's an error. Problems with the graphic due to... Oh, wow. It's so weird. What? That's so weird that would be introduced in a world update, too. Oh, it turned back on the HUD? It's really weird how so many things get reverted when they update it. Like, I've had the HUD off for like 2 years. The third person HUD here. And now it's just back on again. It's funny, I almost just used my trim wheel in an Airbus.
Overspeed. 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 Overspeed.
2,500.
Overspeed.
Oh, you don't do manual thrust in this, do you? You just set it on the autopilot? Oh yeah, there's auto throttle and stuff, huh? Yeah, it's fine. I'm just gonna hand fly it because that's what I'm used to. You know, it's just for the laughs. It's not for serious. I don't fly the Airbus or any. I did start learning the CRJ, but that's also it's very manual. It doesn't even have VNAV. It doesn't have. It only has vertical speed mode for climbing and descending. No trim wheel. Well, it's fly-by-wire, I think, so, you know, every time you pull the stick down or up, it's almost like your primary flight control is a trim. You're basically just trimming. So, yeah. Fly-by-wire is like pulling down and up on your stick is like using a trim wheel. So you just pull up a little and then let go. Pull up a little and let go. And it's holding it at that position.
$1,000. 500. 400. 300.
Uh-oh, I'm sinking fast.
200.
More throttle.
100.
I'm gonna land on the runway lighting
60,
system.
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 5.
Alright, very short, but... I don't even have slats and all that. I think I have speed brake, maybe that'll work. Land full rudder brake and reverse thrust. Oh, aileron deflection. Yeah, I didn't do that. That's fine. I'm not gonna be an incredible Airbus pilot by the end of this. I barely fly the CJ4. It's a challenge enough. All right, that was cool. I think I need to call it. I gotta be somewhere in an hour and a half, so gotta prepare for my night. Actually have things going on today, so all right, that was cool. I hope they fix the problems. Obviously, there's something going on with the servers or something, loading all the new photogrammetry data, all the landmarks and stuff like that. But cool. Yeah, I just wanted to check it out for a couple hours. So yeah, thanks for hanging the last few hours, and yeah, hopefully we'll see these things get improved. Love how the Airbus calls you retard no matter how good your landing was. I'm not great. We'll see. I don't know. Someday I'll get into the Airbus thing. I just yeah, I love the little planes. It's great. I'm just used to all the manual control. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day or night, and yeah, hopefully we'll see all the Canada stuff working later tonight. I'm sure they're sorting some issues out. And yeah, if you guys want to little promo for our virtual airline here, we just started an on-air virtual airline last week. So if you want to join us on Thunder, the Couch Captains, it's been pretty fun so far. So we've been flying quite a lot. You can hit up the Discord and join us if you do on-air company. Fun stuff. All right, guys, have a good one. See you guys next time. And yeah, have fun in Canada.